Hello, Cancer. It's your season, so you're up first. Welcome to your July 2018 general read. Same sketch as before, or if you're new to the channel, it's a 3-card reading, Major Arcana, with some clarifiers, and then I will be pulling one from the Swords, one from the Wands, one from the Pentacles, and one from the Cups. And I'm reading towards me. So, let's go. One last shuffle. One last cut. Let's see what we have for you, Cancer. Wheel of Fortune, Judgment, and the Fool in reverse. Interesting. Right, now in this 3-card spread, the first card, which in this case is Wheel of Fortune in the upright, happens to be in the upright this time. Things as you see them, the situation as you come to it. The third card is things as they really are. Not necessarily the outcome in terms of the result, but kind of the deeper reality of things. And the card in the middle is called the Veil. This is like the fulcrum card. This is what's obscuring your vision. So let's see what we can make of this. Well, it seems to me like there's a kind of expansive feeling around you, in you, at the moment, well, for the month of July. Like, so anything could happen, up for grabs. And this can be a good thing, and it can be a bit of a scary thing, but I'm just going to stick with that for the time being because it is in the upright. But what I'm getting from these 2 cards is that there isn't actually much kind of new stuff. I mean, the wheel might be turning, but it doesn't seem to be really taking you anywhere because the Fool is in the reverse here. But it could be more to do with the attitude to change on your part. So let's have a look here in the middle. Judgment in the upright. Now, the Judgment card is the second to last card when we've gone through the whole of the cycle of the Major Arcana, from the Fool to the World, which is the last one. And Judgment is when everything that has amassed, all the karmic comings and goings and accruals and losses and ups and downs of the wheel, all of these ups and downs have kind of come together for the end of the cycle, and before moving through to the fruition of the world, it all needs to be laid out, checked out, and read. The angel comes and blows the trumpet, and everything has to come up as you see the dead doing Arise Ye Dead, and everything that's been done has to be laid out and kind of reappraised, the final appraisal. So that's pretty meaty to have as the fulcrum card, as the Veil card, Cancer. I mean, I've got to say, I'm not getting any great sense of doom from this, which is unusual for me here on Sugar Free. I'm going to get a little bit more on this because I'm interested. I perhaps when I get some clarification on this, I will have an idea as to whether it's significant or not that this happens to be in the upright. Because with a wheel, who can say when it's upside down and when it's the right way up? So let's get another one on this. Okay, interesting. The Emperor in reverse. Right. Well, when the Emperor's in the upright, we have sort of order and authority, a sense of authority, a sense of the rules being followed, and sort of benevolent order. A secure ruler on the throne who makes sure that no one in the kingdom goes without, and that that power is it's the just distribution of power and the good stuff, with this benevolent ruler at the head of things. But when he's in the reverse, there is either lack of discipline, lack of rules, lack of authority, or malevolent discipline, malevolent rules, and malevolent authority, dictatorship, in other words. Now, clarifying here the Wheel of Fortune, I would say that this Wheel of Fortune coming out in the upright is kind of neither here nor there in this case, seeing as it's been clarified by such a kind of, I've got to say, a bit of a worrying element here with the Emperor in the reverse. I think what I'm getting from this is some sort of imposition, some sort of unbidden, unpermitted, unasked for on your part, imposition of some sort of authority coming on you and kind of making you either independently on your own right, you know, this imposition of authority of some sort, whether it's rules, but I mean there are all sorts of rules in life. There's all sorts of authority. There's karmic authority, legal authority, kind of family authority, hierarchies at work, but there's something in this thing of hierarchies and the wielding of power where there's a sort of injustice, and the absence of power where there should be power is a kind of injustice in and of itself. That this is making you, either because you have to respond to this, it's making you reassess things here in the Judgment card. By dint of, you know, I don't know, maybe you have to hike out some old bloody documents and go through them. You know, maybe there's some, I don't know, tax issues that need to be looked at again or something like that, something external, or maybe the imposition of this either absent or malevolent authority. And as I say, absent authority where there should be authority is yeah, kind of malevolent in and of itself. It's really making you reassess things internally, but there's definitely a reassessment required, I would say, certainly in the face of this. And you know, maybe it's sort of making you reassess things inside in yourself and question certain structures, power structures, I would say, that might have led you to believe that you were kind of in a freewheeling kind of situation where it didn't really matter what you did, and kind of suddenly it does. But the upshot of this is the Fool in reverse. So no fresh start and no sort of, I'm getting a sort of jaded feeling from this. Like by the end of this process, you're going to be thinking, oh God, why did I start digging down into this? And maybe you had no choice, as I'm saying here. Maybe this is an externally imposed, an externally imposed thing, like, I don't know, to do with something official or something sort of rules based, or, you know, bits of paper based. God, how I hate those bits of paper. I'm going to get another one on the Fool. Ah, the High Priestess in the upright. Very, very glad to see her there in the upright. Right, I would think from this, that from the arrival of the High Priestess here, that this reappraisal and this stuff that's being imposed on you is not a worldly business. It's not a bits of paper thing. This is a kind of internal thing. And the outcome here is good. I think you're going to be left no longer with this sense in the Wheel of Fortune of kind of, it doesn't matter what you do. I think it's going to become clear that it does matter what you do, and that you know, your actions and the implications of your actions carry more weight, I would say, than you have perhaps been giving them credit for and credence for. But the result of this, I'm really getting the sense that through this process, through July, you come out of this, I don't know, the phrase sitting pretty is coming to my mind, and saying to yourself, you know what, when all is said and done, I've been through all of this, I've been through this process of judgment, of really re-examining. I mean, I don't know, maybe there's a re-examining of your conscience on something. I've gone through all this, and no, I am actually okay with what I've done. Yeah, I don't need to sort of throw everything out and start again, which I might be thinking more if the Fool was in the upright here. It's not on me. It's not on me. Right, I'm going to leave that there. That's the feeling I'm getting from this. You know, that you start off with a sort of like, oh, freewheeling Franklin type thing. And by the end of it, it's like, fucking hell, I didn't know I was going to have to go through all that and hoik out the backs of the drawers and sort of have a look at what I've done. But by the end of it, it's like, no, I'm fine with this, actually, pal. All right, I'm going to leave that there. Let's get one from the swords. Yeah, Queen of Swords. Wow, not a million miles away from the High Priestess. She's a bit harsher. I mean, this lady's got a book. This lady has a sword. And that's really good. That really does suggest to me that by the end of this process, whatever it is and whatever's brought you to this reading, by the end of this, you are going to be in a much more secure position in yourself in terms of what you think and what you are then going to say. Because, you know, swords is about the thoughts and the words. And whoever or whatever, I would say whoever is encapsulated here in this Emperor in reverse, they better watch it. They better watch it as you go through this process, because I see a bit of slicing going on here. But, you know, with the High Priestess, it will be the kindest cut. And the kindest cuts are the ones that are done with a sword, a blade that is so sharp that you don't even feel it go in. And you don't realise, you know, the person doesn't realise they've actually been cut until somebody says, what's that big pile of blood doing on the floor? Okay, that's what I'm getting from this. So they better watch it. Right, one from the Wands, or the clubs. Knight of Wands. Well, this dude don't take prisoners either. I mean, he's not like... Well, I mean, he looks quite benevolent, but I wouldn't mess with him. I really, really wouldn't mess with him. It's interesting because he's not looking where he's going. The horse... It's all sort of pretty measured, pretty poised, pretty graceful. And I think he's actually looking at us. And he knows, he has supreme confidence in his steed. So much so that he need only hold on with one hand. Hold those reins with one hand. And you know, when that club comes down, he could probably whack his adversary over the head and you know, knock them out with one blow without even looking at them. So this is good. This is good. This is good. Oh, nice. Seven of Pentacles. So this for me links in with the Judgment card. This is where you look at the fruits of your labour, the fruits of your karmic labour over in this matter. And I mean, he's not there going, oh God, I haven't grown enough, we're all going to starve. He's like, yeah, nice. It's all grown there. He's done the work. He's done the work. He's leaning on his hoe. And these lovely pentacle pumpkins are coming to fruition. All good. All good. Okay, I'm going to be quick on this. I get the feeling like you're going to be leaving something behind. You're going to be leaving something behind, and it's going to make you sad. It's going to make you sad, but you're going to know that when all is said and done through this process, there really is nothing else you can do. And I would draw your attention to the two cups that remain upright behind you. I think you're going to be quitting the month, feeling secure in yourself, but a little bit sad about what it turns out, are going to have to leave behind. Okay, I'm going to leave it there, Cancer. That's a pretty good reading. Please do tune in for another one in due course. Have a lovely July. Cheers. Bye-bye.